guys. Today I'm be telling you how to make a Python video game in a few simple steps. So first you wanna have a place to code in. I would recommend Google Colab, but you can go anywhere. I use Google Colab, so just pressing this. And I'm gonna add a new notebook and rename it video game. So how do we start? So in this project, we're gonna be defining functions. So how do we do that? We use def, and then def is just to like define it. So def start. For example, you just say print hi, and then you do start. And it might take a while because it's your first one, and but it'll print hi. So we don't want to do that. We want to actually do the game. So say welcome to whatever your name is. Yeah, whatever your name is. Mine is just gonna be called Adventure Quest because it sounds cool. So just tell your readers or viewers like how to win or like how to lose and what you're supposed to do, your basic rules. So for me, I'm just gonna do you are trying to get the I'm just gonna say like gold key, I guess. But you don't know where it is. And then you say like, you are now in the middle of 3 places, like 3 or 4, 3 crossroads, whatever. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Just make the rules. So if you get the key, you win. If you get killed, or like if you don't want to make it so violent, then like, yeah. But if you get killed by a guard, you lose. So now you're gonna actually start the game. Like, this is a simple version. If you want to make like lives in like more than one key, then you gotta use like variables and global variables. But like we're only gonna use one key and one life here. So just say decision 1 equals I guess. Do you wanna go left? Like you can go creative here. I'm just gonna say left to a cave, right to a beach, or forward to a forest. So if decision 1, but you gotta use dot lower, so like you lowercase it. So like if it's all capitalized, you can still lowercase it, and Python will still think it's correct. So if decision 1 dot lower is left, then like you're going to the cave. So you can just do like make a function called cave. So So after we do this, we're gonna define cave. So there's still like underlines, like squiggly lines under it. That means that you haven't defined the function yet. So like we're gonna define it later. It's just a placeholder. And next we're gonna do if decision1 dot lower is right. Same thing. So right is to a beach. Whatever. Beach. And if decision1 dot lower, yeah, whatever, here, and then we don't need this part, just do that. Actually, like, you can choose to do that part if you want. This is like the simplest version. So like, if you don't do that, if you like say something other than left or right or forward, then it's just gonna stop there. So if you wanna like make it start over here, then say else. Yeah, print invalid input start, try again, and then like restart, redo the function. So it's gonna do all of these stuff. So yeah. Then now we're going to define cave, okay? Define cave. Print you are in cave. You see like you can use your imagination here. You see a light ahead. Do you also see a room to your left? So let's just say decision 2 is input. Do you want to go to the light or to the room? So the good thing about Colab is that it like predicts what you're gonna do, and like sometimes it's right. So just gonna do that. Now we're gonna go deeper into this function. Let's define light. So what do you want white to be? If you want like a guard there, then like you can say define light, print you see a guard. You try to escape, but he manages to kill you. Game over, I guess. And then you just return nothing instead of using break. If you use break, then it won't work. It's just Python. And then if you want like room to be empty, say def room, say print the room is empty. You go out of the room back to the place where back to the cave, I guess. And then you can just say cave. And then see, it'll go back to you're in the cave. You see light ahead, and so on. So now you're done with cave. now you want to do beach. So first you gotta like decide like which way do you want the key, like which way do you want the key to be in? For me, I just wanna make it go forward to the forest. So I'm just gonna say define. I'm gonna do beach first. So, right, you are in the beach. You see a lot of people in front of you. Prince. So, like to make it funner, you can make it so that the viewer doesn't know. Like for example, you can say you're going into like you see a light. It could be the key, or it could be like a guard doing a flashlight or something. For this one, I'm gonna do the key could be underwater, or or a guard could be there. So, decision 3 this time. You gotta keep track of your decisions, because for example, if you make this one decision 2, then like the thing won't work because it wouldn't make sense. It would be, do you want to go to the go back or to the water, and yeah, it would just go to do you want the light or the room, which just doesn't make sense. So decision 3 equals input. Do you want to go back or go forward? Yeah. For this one, yeah, it's correct. If you go back, then you're gonna go back to the start. And if you want to go forward, then go to water. And to define water, we define what the water function does. Print a security guard or something is a guard is pretending to be a security guard. You don't see him, and he manages to kill you. And then game over. Then remember to return nothing and it'll end. So now you're gonna define forest. This is where you actually find the key. So print you are in the forest. You see a building ahead, and you also see let's just say a stark building. You also see a small cozy cottage. Go down. Decision 4 now is input do you want to go to the building or the cottage? But since, yeah, I think is there already a building function? Oh no, just to like make sure, just do building 2, I guess. See, it's supposed to have squiggly lines. So define building 2. Oh, it's because they defined that. Whatever. Okay, you see a guard. Try to escape, but he manages to kill you. No, not that. So we want the key inside the scary building. So say you go in the building. There are 2 rooms. There are 2 rooms in the first floor. The elevator and stairs are blocked. So you can't go up. Now it's decision 5. Goals input. Do you go back to the left to the first room or right to the second room? And just to give them a clue, you can say there are 2 rooms in the first floor. Print. The first room has lights. It could be the key or the guard. Then print the second room is dark. So if decision 5 dot lower equals back, you don't go back to the start, you go back to the building. So no, actually you go back to the forest. Yeah. Now if decision 5 dot lower equals left, then I don't know why this is appearing. Instead of light, we do first room, right, second room. So, I've done this before, I've done this before, so that time I did the first room, so I'm just gonna do the first room in this one too. The first room, print, you open the light to find the golden key. You run back to the center. The golden key. Actually, no, that would just make it more complicated. The golden key. You win. And then, yeah, return nothing because you're done. Define seconds room. Okay, yeah. For this one, like, we don't need it anymore. Define, oh yeah, it can't be nested inside or it'll form an error. So all the defs should be on the same line. Here, here, here. Yeah. So define second room, like pretend that you turn on the lights to find the guard. You lose. Over, return nothing. And then now you gotta define cottage. So just to make this short, say you see a guard. He kills you. Game over. Return nothing. So now these, like you gotta check it. These somehow are not like the same line. So I gotta fix them. So now you can play it. Welcome to Adventure Quest. You are trying to get the gold key, but you don't know where it is. You are now in the middle of 3 crossroads. If you get the key, you win. If you get killed by a guard, you lose. Where do you want to go? Left to a cave, right to a beach, or forward to a forest? So let's first go left to a cave. You're in the cave. You see a light ahead. See a room to your left. So lights. You see a guard. Game over. And then it just breaks. Now, let's say you want to go forward to the forest, and you go to the building. Yeah. So that's it. I hope you really like this, and I hope it worked. And yeah, please subscribe and like and comment.